You know, you go back to those times in your life and you think like, oh, fuck, that could have been so different. Mm-hmm. Is I got this job offer from like a local football club. It was a sales job for steel fabrication. Mm-hmm. I got a car, phone and a job.
Yeah.
And it was more than what I was on playing footy.
Yeah.
And I remember going, you can't do it. Like, just don't do that. You can't do that. Like, that was just so against my, like... I don't want to fucking do that. I don't know anything about it. And I don't want to be owned by a footy club. So anyway, long story short, I ended up actually getting picked up to the Giants, which is another story in itself of manifestation, if you're into that shit. It was fucking weird. And when I went up there, I was like, I'm going to start a podcast. And they're like, oh, I'll do it through a club. I was like, nah, I'm going to do it myself, but I really appreciate, like, you know, let's work on it together, but I'll do it myself. And, yeah, that's how it all sort of happened.
It's beautiful. So funny you bring up Andy Lee and why Tom vocalised at that moment. Because in Hamish and Andy, Hamish has championed a fair bit in the community, but Andy is a smart fellow.
Dude. Yeah.
We would not have got a Netflix show without him.
Yes, 100%.
Really he sat us. Auntie Donna was pitching in the US for our TV show, and we developed this 10-minute pitch to convince Hollywood executives to give us a show, and we'd had a little bit to do with him, and I just said, could you help us? Would you hear us do our pitch? And he said, absolutely. And he came to our office and we did it for him. And he went, okay, don't do that.
Literally.
And then helped us through it. And then we got a show off it.
Unbelievable. So what you were trying to co-create something with a network, or?
No, we was just pitched our TV show. It was our idea for our TV show that we were doing with Ed Helms' company.
Cool. But it was like, did you want to own it at the start as well? Or was it just the pitch was shit?
No, the pitch was really bad. Okay. Like, we didn't know how to sell. We weren't salesmen. It was just a bunch of alternative comedians. And it was like, hello and welcome to this pitch. And he just redid it and really like it. But it was just, he's very benevolent and nice. And it's so funny to hear just from a completely different background.
Yeah. Well, like, he wouldn't be surprised. Maybe a lot of people in the industry wouldn't be surprised by that. But I don't even reckon he'd remember that at all. But the profound impact it had on me.
100%.
Passing on positive information to people is something that I genuinely feel quite passionate about.
Yeah.
I was a sponge for this shit when I was in my early 20s.
For sure.
So
how cool is it though when someone comes up to you and they're like, oh, you know when you said this about this, like I did it, and I'm like, I fucking don't remember saying that, but that's fantastic. That's so good.
Someone said something like me the other day, and I was like, I'm so glad I did that, but I don't think I did.
But give me the credit for it.